Hello, everybody. I'm John from Rusty Chains, and I'm here with my pal Chucky.
Hi, I also like the thing we're going to talk about today.
We're gonna watch and then do a subsequent breakdown of the Payday 3 official gameplay trailer. A lot of people have very mixed opinions on this.
On the trailer?
Yes.
Is it like Spider-Man 2 mixed opinions, where it's like, this looks great, but I want to hate something?
We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
But, and obviously we've both been very critical of Payday 3 news on our streams, twitch.tv/rustychains, the past few days. But this, we're putting all that aside. Today we're looking at just what is in this trailer that they released at the Xbox Showcase today.
Sure to turn the volume up too.
Yeah. Alright. So we're gonna first watch through
just
it.
Run through the whole thing.
We're gonna run through it once. I hope our friends at Starbreeze don't copyright strike us. And then we are going to
I mean, other people have reacted to the trailer, right?
yeah, I'm memeing.
Okay.
And then we'll
you
go
never
through
know.
and pause our favorites and talk about it in depth. What was that? Was that Eris?
I dropped something. Don't. This is already a disaster. Let's just go.
Nvidia, get out! It's so weird seeing Payday with the
Alright,
Xbox
guys,
logo.
it's a simple job. Just in and out. Nothing to it.
The music in this trailer is so fucking good.
It goes hard.
Yeah. And I like the segment near the end too.
I just already resisted my urge to pause and talk about a thing.
Everybody
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
the
Yeah.
floor.
That one of the big things that I want to talk about there.
That was the first thing when I saw it the first time I pogged. I was like, whoa!
Yeah, yeah. The tart's cool. I like the animation, the first person animations aren't like all clunky and weird anymore.
I'm gonna talk a lot about the animations in this.
Yeah. The cloaker right there.
Mm-hmm.
This part, I love this part.
The music goes so hard. I've watched
Yeah,
this part
and how
back,
it, like,
20 times.
It works like the bullets into it.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm so glad they kept the noise.
I am too.
And that is the new dozer, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I noticed the music here is a little reminiscent of the
Being dressed in a
menu
suit.
theme from, yeah, Payday 2.
Alright, so now we're gonna slow it down. And I'll kill sound for some of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through and dissect our favorite bits.
How dare you, I can't play that.
So first of all, we can go a little faster. This shot looks real.
Yeah, this looks very real, or...
Like, the masks especially look incredible right here.
Yeah. Though, like, a lot of, like, rendering looks photorealistic now.
Yeah. This looks pretty good as well.
Yeah.
You can see he's got the little radio there.
Yeah. Wait, go back. Hang on. Sorry. Radio. Oh, like an
The
earpiece.
little coil, yeah.
Okay.
So a big thing a lot of people have been saying about the graphics is it looks worse than Payday 2.
No.
And a lot of people are saying...
You're objectively wrong.
Like, I saw some people go, this looks like Payday the Heist in a bad way, and I don't get it.
No. Okay. It doesn't look, perfect to real life. It's not like,
This
the
game
best
definitely-
looking thing ever, but like, it's fucking Payday. It's not supposed to be like an art piece, It's a fucking arcade heist game. Like,
I think Payday 3 definitely skews a little more cartoony than Payday 1 and 2. But,
how do you mean?
like, just, it seems a little more stylized, more saturated colors. But I'm, like, okay
I mean,
with it.
I mean, that could also just be a thing. Remember that Payday 2 has color grading swaps now that were originally in Payday the Heist and the Payday the Heist HUD mod, but they were added to the main game.
So I'm gonna move my face down here. So this is the first time we get to see the gang in all their new suits, which is cool because they all have unique outfits. Dallas has like the coat. Wolf has the coat with the zip ties on the sleeves and the armband, which I like a lot.
Yeah.
Hoxton has lost the ponytail, unfortunately.
Giving their suits a lot more personality to it. Also, you can see on Wolf's, I don't know if that's a tech or like a visual glitch, but you can see that his coat's like a little ripped up too. So it's like,
and I think
doesn't give a fuck.
And I'm certain that's not like a glitch.
Yeah, no, it looks like something a little bit more obvious because no one else has stuff like that. But it is really cool because like one of the things. Yeah, one of the things I really like about some suits in Payday is they're reminiscent of their characters. For instance, Sydney and Joy. Like, Joy has the, like, scribbles on her, like, jeans because she's just, like, fucking casually doing math and shit in the background.
Yeah, I think that's super great.
Sydney adapted kind of the suit to fit her personality, whereas, like, a lot of the base game and, like, early heisters just use the same basic, you know, suit jacket, dress shirt, tie, pants. And I like that now we're getting like ones they're kind of going back and giving everyone, you know, suits that are reminiscent of their characters and less of just like they're, you know, bank robbers.
Yeah. The one I'm not thrilled with is Chains.
Chains needs something a little more dressy. I think if he had the vest but had like a suit on over it or something.
Like it looks too casual compared to the others who are going like more extravagant compared to Payday 1 and 2.
Yeah. Like he looks like he, I don't know, just like got back from like a camping trip, threw on some gloves and is like, I'm gonna go rob a bank.
I wouldn't say that because he's still got like the dress shirt and the tie under.
No, I know.
Images we've seen.
Yeah.
Also, he's wearing cargo pants. I just noticed. Like he's got side pockets. Yeah. None of the others do.
Yeah. Like, is Hoxton wearing jeans?
I don't think so. In other images,
are those just blue suit pants?
Yeah. But so I want to pause this very tight. Let me see. I'll slow it down because YouTube lets us. This is our first look at Wolf's new face. There he is.
Oh, he does turn, yeah. There you go. I was wondering where you got that from. I didn't even notice that in the...
Wolf with hair is, like, cursed to me.
I'm gonna say something that might be a little controversial. His new face fits his character a lot more.
You know, I think I agree.
I
never said I dislike it. It's just like,
yeah,
change is scary. So seeing the bald man with hair is like, oh. But
no, I know. I love Ulf, but I think that this guy's face gives off like the unhinged former software developer turned bank robber kind of vibe a lot more.
Yeah. And you can kind of see it at the bottom, but he's wearing like turned up
like he still
still
has kind of like, I don't know, like a CEO or like executive look, but it's like this man has gone through some fucking shit. He doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, he's got the torn coat, he's got the zip ties on his sleeves, he's got like the device on his arm, he's got the work boots. This guy is a lot more believable as the guy that sits in the basement tinkering, which we know Wolf is.
Yes.
So
I want to see what he looks like with whatever voice they're gonna give him.
Yeah, I'm very
because if they keep a voice similar to Payday 2 and 1 and kind of do like an Ulf impression, I think that's fine. It's just more of like I want to see like
lean a little more into the crazy.
Yeah, but like in addition, I also want to see like, because you know this is a new game, so more likely than not they're all gonna have, you know, facial animations because the models look way better.
I actually don't think they do. At least the reason I'm thinking that is, and we'll go over it again in a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll go on to the next.
Well, I'm just wondering because like we don't know if 3's gonna even launch with masks that don't cover your face.
That's true.
So we don't know if they'll need them at least at launch, but
yeah,
it's more of a thing like I wanna hear the voice coming out of that model, you know?
Yeah. So I don't know if that's our van or if that's just a van.
That looks like the pay, like an upgraded version of the Payday van.
I
from
think it
2.
is, because we'll see it
There's
again later.
stripes.
But
Yeah.
so new vault, money in plastic, and those are like big sacks of it too. So I'm wondering if
Yeah.
we're gonna have to cut it or something.
It's probably like a situation where it's like you have to like there's another interaction where you have to like peel off the plastic,
Yeah.
and then bag up each bundle.
And then over on the far right, you can see the loose cash bundles return.
Mm-hmm.
And just right there, behind it, you can see more like smaller bundles on the floor, like Payday 2.
Yeah. Keep it here. My friend had a thing. I sent him the trailer, and he was kind of doing some like of his own analysis. He doesn't play Payday or anything, but like
Well,
he,
his opinion is nothing. No.
shush. But he likes to analyze stuff, and he made a good point that this bank looks a lot more realistic. Like this looks like a bank that you could just like be chilling in like New York or like whatever city and just kind of like walk in off the street and be like, oh shit, all right.
I think this bank is a very nice middle ground between Big Bank and First World and Harvest and Trusty.
This looks like a bank that would be in like a heist movie like Heat or something.
Yeah, this is like a medium-sized bank. It's good.
Yeah.
So immediately we see Hoxton pull out his phone right here.
So
and then
you can remotely detonate security cameras?
I guess, because it shocks all the civilians too.
Maybe it's a class thing, or like that's like an
a skill
equipment
or something.
Yeah.
Because it shocks the guard there.
Yeah. So
But
you can
also
use that maybe as like, well, that would probably immediately break stealth. But
Well, he's not shooting
you
his
can maybe
gun.
use it as a distraction.
He's not shooting his gun. He's just got his hands up.
Also,
But yeah, it's
I just noticed Dallas is right there at the counter.
yeah, and he's fine. But it's also shocking the civs too.
The masks look great in the mask up scenes here.
The mask looks great.
Yeah, that mask up animation is really cool. I like that.
I like that it shows the interior of it a bit more.
Yeah.
We can speed up for a little bit. So I won't lie,
here.
This shot, first of all, this shows Wolf's first person HUD great. He's got the sleeves,
you can
with the
see
zip
all the
ties.
stuff on his other arm too.
Yep, and he's got like his pacemaker there. There's the van. You can see in the back the doors are open, so I definitely am thinking that's the Payday van.
That is the Payday van, definitely.
Different ATM model from the first game, very subtly different, I think. But
no, it's definitely different. I've been playing enough Payday lately. So.
Some of the textures here are a little flat, so this is the
I mean,
one
John,
shot.
have you gone into a real bank? Like
no, but like the brown on the right, there's not much lighting and shading, so.
I guess I don't know. I feel like a lot of like modern buildings are designed with like a lot of just like white paint, gray paint.
Yes. There's been a lot of complaints about the graphics. I don't necessarily agree to all of them.
No.
But this is like the one shot where
also,
I'm like, okay, I can kind of get it. Also, the gun looks great. Like, that's a very detailed gun model.
GenSec badge.
Yeah, GenSec is back.
Yeah.
But so we know taking cops hostage returns. More
there's
civ animations.
I was gonna say there's new animations here.
Like head down.
Yeah. More realistic, actually.
Yeah. So here's the cops coming in. The van is gone, so I'm assuming it's like diamonds or whatever.
And then drives away.
Stealth breaks, yep.
Goes back, yeah.
So here we have the hostage taking.
So I'm wondering if you can delay police response by bringing like a hostage out like this. And
it's
like
possible.
Because, like, maybe if you, like, trade hostages mid-heist, you won't have them for later, but you'll delay, like, SWAT response.
Yeah. So there's a few things I want to talk about here.
Ooh, actually, there maybe. Okay, I'm gonna theorize here.
Are we going into speculation territory?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if they're going to enhance the assault system, where instead of just, police assault in progress, there'll be like a situation where it's like first responders show up and there's like, a wave of just like normal street cops that are just like, oh, what's going on here? Oh shit. And then like as things escalate more and more, then like second wave, you'll get SWAT, and then you'll have like, I don't know, maybe contractors call out like, all right, SWAT's coming. All right, you're having more like powerful units on their way, stuff like that.
Yeah,
because it would be cool to have it be I do want the assault system to be, you know, familiar enough where it's like stealth, control, anticipation, assault, and then back to control. But I would also think it would be really cool if there were like special like ones where like an assault will like happen and it'll just be like, oh, this is like, you know, like how Captain Winter shows up and it's just like a special assault bar pops up and you're like, okay, cool. But like you could do some cool stuff where it's like, you know, like more tasers might spawn on this wave. So like it kind of always keeps you on your toes and you have to adapt how you're playing the heist to the special units that are being spawned specifically for that wave.
Right.
That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see stuff like that. And even if it's not there at launch, I'd like to see them try to do something like that. Because I feel like they have more options with this game to kind of be a little bit more open-ended with how the game kind of runs during each heist.
Right. Now, looking at it from a more pure John is an idiot strategy, or looking at second floor, so it's more expansive than we thought. Looks like there's a camera there, so if we stealth, you'll probably have to deal with that in addition to the windows.
There's probably offices in stealth that you have to like go up and like find like key cards or shit, or like find the manager.
Now, the reason I think there's no face animations is because if you watch this motherfucker the whole way, his face does not change.
Maybe there's not for civs. I guess you're right.
Also,
but it could also be a situation where maybe there's not for civs, but like, I don't know, like special characters, and like the heisters might have it, so that like if you're directly interacting with someone that's like not just some like Randy.
Oh, that changed. I was gonna say I like the character continuity of Hoxton being the one to move a civ. Or take a hostage, because he's like super hostile to hostages in Payday 2. But it changes. Look, the sleeve is blue here. Now it's Dallas' brown
that's
sleeve.
Dallas, yeah.
That's not a problem with Payday.
No.
That's just like a funny little editing.
Shots.
Yeah, that's just a funny little editing thing.
They probably ran that multiple times to get like the best angle and like the best like, because like you could film that probably like 6 or 7 times and like get like a really good shot, but the cops are like somewhere like fucking else, like doing random bullshit, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, that's not a problem with it. That's just me going, oh, also, haha, dental.
Ooh.
But something I noticed.
Diamond.
The diamond is historic. Speaking of historic, we have another Payday first. That was happening while we were doing this. See if you notice it here.
Oh, hostages escaping while tied.
Yeah. So are you gonna have to keep shouting them down? Because that's like
probably a situation like that, or like the guns, they'll actually use threat as more of a functional mechanic, where like if you just kind of keep firing. So even if you're not shooting at like a cop, but if you're firing near civs, it will like reset their cooldown before they're allowed to stand up.
Yeah,
something like that. Where like if they're tied up, they're less likely to escape, but you still have
the
to
GTA
like
method
them a
where
little
you
bit.
shoot near them and they're like, oh, and stay down.
Yeah, like you just kind of have to keep them menaced for a little bit. And
also, based on the stance Hoxton's taking, and you can see Wolf doing the same thing on the right side right here, back there. Yeah. They're both doing it gun out. So I'm wondering if you can actually shoot while doing this, or if it's just like a bluff.
No, you probably can. I mean, you probably can. Maybe it'll be like a thing where like you move slower, but cops are either can't shoot at you or less likely to shoot at you
or
if
only
you
shoot from like behind or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like maybe you can only get hit by snipers or something. Like they could do something interesting there too. It's like any like ground cops can't do shit against you when you have a hostage, but a sniper can just be like, oh, okay, and just kill you immediately.
Yep. So this is our first.
That man looks really cool. I like that they unload.
Yeah, this is our first look at the new cops.
The rappelling actually has like a rope with.
Yeah, I was gonna say the rope drops and then it hits the ground and has physics. So that's neat.
That's really cool. Turret.
Yeah. So this I want to full speed.
Also, wait, is that is damage on the walls? So when the turret's there, bullet holes are still there.
and I think that's damage on the wall behind the turret.
Oh,
from
yeah,
a
that's
shot.
getting
So
fucked up.
That's paint chipping.
That's
So
interesting. I didn't even catch that.
Is there damage mechanics where like instead of like the bullet holes just disappearing,
With
it
the
like
chair,
actually
too.
chips the paint off? Yeah.
That's like feather holes. That's impressive.
See that it's like the little things like that make it like so much more like I could care less about the graphics because they're doing shit like this.
Here
Like
is
it's like
how...
this is really cool.
Here is how I would speculate they're doing it in just a technical way. Because I don't know if
has like 2 textures or something.
Yeah, because I don't know if you've ever played Killing Floor.
Blows off.
I don't know if you've ever played Killing Floor, dear viewers. Chucky, you've played a little bit of KF2, right?
A bit, yeah.
So obviously you spill blood in Killing Floor 2 and everything goes red. And that blood is permanent. That section of the map is just red forever.
Yeah.
The way they do that in KF2 is they just have red be an overlay texture that gets applied.
And so, like, it's just an area of effect where it's like, oh, thing died here with a radius of X, make a blood splat here, basically.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if they use the same
everything
technology
has
here.
double textures or something,
Yeah,
and then
but they
maybe,
still
like,
feel like-
there's...
They
like-
still have to material map it, though, because like, you can see the paint chips on this wall, you can see the unique bullet holes in the wood there, and then you can see like the feather holes on the chair.
I'd like the idea, too, if, like, chairs provide less cover than, say, like, you know, that island that those guys are hiding behind. So, like, you can still use it as cover, but you still, like, occasionally take damage, so it gives you, like, I don't know, like, a dodge modifier or something.
I don't think I would like that, just because as a player, especially a new
I guess
player,
that's fair.
it would,
just
like...
take away from, like, focusing on the game and more of, like, worry about positioning.
Like, you should start learning each and individual thing in the game. Plus, for
Yeah, I
new
guess
players... For new players especially, be like, I'm behind cover, why am I taking damage?
I guess that's fair,
It's super cool, I just think it's not intuitive for players to pick up a video.
That's true. That feels like something that, like, you know, if I was making a game, I'd try it, and then if people were like, this sucks, I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
Put on, like, realistic difficulty or something like that, but not...
That's another thing I'm thinking, is maybe instead of, like higher difficulties give you, like, weird world modifiers like that, where it's, like, it makes it more realistic.
But here's another thing I want to point out. Well, he's going to prep the sentry turret. He's holding it.
So there's like actual deployable animations outside of just hold F.
Yeah, you don't see that in Payday 2 or even 1. It's just one.
There's something later with the medic bag that I do want to talk about. But
yeah, but for this in Payday 2, it's just gun down while the wheel goes up. But here you see him like take out the gun and prep it.
Yeah.
So there's the turret. Turret's taller a little bit. It's got a new stand. I assume that's like an ammo counter on there.
Probably just some kind of like display screen.
So here we've got, I'm going to speed this one up a bit. So we've got smoke grenade or tear gas or something going off on the left. And then that's a lot very quickly.
I like the like...
That's a lot of blood. Hold up. Look at that.
Yeah, I like this. Oh, you paused it perfectly.
We're going to get demonetized!
Uh-oh.
It's okay. We're 20 minutes in.
Yeah, that actually is really cool. I really like the when the explosion goes off in a couple seconds.
Yeah.
Go ahead a little bit. Yeah, right there. How it
The
like
hands.
kind of stuns you. Also, that edit is really cool.
That is a really neat like transition.
But because it's like almost perfect. Like it's that was really well done. So having like an actual animation for getting stunned instead of just like your screen is now white and like
no, that's great.
is very cool.
And you know there's going to be players that are like, the hand up and it disrupts my visibility. Motherfucker, you've been flashbanged, you got no visibility anyway.
Like, even if it's not a flashbang, an explosion can just, like, do that.
Yeah, I like that a
like,
lot.
It's, like... Also,
makes...
real quick, go back again a little bit. So, just something Okay, well, the game's not helping me because it's breaking OSHA laws. I was gonna say, there's a sign for a fire extinguisher back there. I'm wondering if there's like going to be world interaction stuff like that where you can use like a fire extinguisher to like smoke bomb an area or something.
Maybe, because you can shoot them in Payday 2 and they explode. So.
Yeah, so it would be cool for stuff like that. So instead of like having to use like a grenade, it's like, there's already a fire extinguisher here.
There was one, thinking about it, there was one here as well, right there on the right. So maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we're just looking way too deep into it.
No, I know. I'm more like it's a bit of like, I mean, I know fire extinguishers are real. I'm not, I'm not. I have touched grass in my life.
That's such cool.
But yeah, that is really fucking cool. But yeah, I don't know. I think that would be a cool thing for them to add, even if it's not there at launch. Like add more mechanics. Like add more options for us to do shit while like, because it's like, we're gonna be playing like the same heist multiple times like we do in Payday 2. Like that's just how it is. You run First World Bank for funsies. But like it would be really cool for them to like, as the game kind of goes on, add more like, mechanics where you can interact with the world more and have more openness to like kind of solve stuff on the fly.
Yeah. And speaking of new mechanics.
And yeah, I know where you're going with this.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is.
Woo! So in the first of all, the city sky like looks great. This
like the model and mapping work looks fantastic.
This doesn't feel like Panic Room from the other games where it's like I'm on a platform and then there's like buildings around. This looks like you're in the city.
Yeah. Like that is so cool.
But for years I've talked about wanting sliding and mantling. They're both in this trailer. So
they definitely made sure they were in the trailer for a reason. Also, who is that guy?
That's Chains.
Who is that? No, that Chains is near.
Is
that a shield? Yeah, I know, but like he has like a really interesting like armor design. I want to know like what he is.
I think he might be one of those dudes, just that. But what I'm more interested in,
real quick, the shield model is more realistic. Can you shoot through the glass?
I think so. We're going to talk about that later.
Okay.
But look at that. I don't know if it's because Chin shoots him, or
if he like jumps back.
Yeah, I think it's because he shoots him there. But
yeah, because that's blood there.
Yeah. Also,
the melee animation is so much better, and you can smoothly just return to shooting after, which is something I have been a huge champion for the fact that meleeing in Payday 2 could be so much better with both weapon butt and melee weapons.
It's a little jank that their hands are going right through the gun, but again, that's because we're watching it at half speed. Like
yeah, but like it's a model situation
like
where
if you watch it normally, it looks fine normally. So that's just like we're watching things at speeds they're not supposed to be. Yeah. But something that's interesting to me here, that cop is still alive when he falls. In both Payday 1 and Payday 2, cops can't go off a surface until they fall. Only players can.
Yeah.
So there's no invisible barriers.
Think about that, yeah.
So you can now shove cops off shit. There's no like. Also,
when are we getting an air cannon? We can just.
Also, gun skins are bad.
There's a gun skin there, yeah.
So that actually tells us
the models look so good.
The models are really good in this game, yeah.
Look at that.
And that's our first good look at Hoxton's coat, I believe.
Yeah.
And then also shooting him while he goes down. Helmet pops as well. So that's green-ish. So
looks like tear gas.
So I'm thinking we are going to have dynamic tear gas.
I am happy with that, because isn't tear gas just built into the levels on the ones that it's on?
Yes, it's like a scripted spawn.
Yeah. So it's cool if it's just like, I will now occupy this area.
But also, we're having a lot more, like, explosions in this trailer, which is great, because Payday 1, the only explosive option was the DLC grenade launcher. Payday 2 launched without any and slowly brought them back, so I'm excited we're having, like, bigger booms available at the start here.
I wonder if the cops are going to use grenade launchers?
It's possible. The lighting looks great here.
Yeah.
So there's another explosion, and that looks great.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, we also get our first look
play this entire segment in normal speed after we look at it.
Ooh. Accidentally double-clicked. But there's Wolf doing a running reload, and that's our first look at Wolf with the mask. I'm not sure what explodes there, actually.
Probably just like a grenade launcher from off screen or something.
I guess. But also
ammo
box. There's our first ammo.
I was gonna say, look at the gun too. It has physics when it explodes. So hit.
Oh, I didn't realize the.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah.
The ammo flies away, the gun flies away. So maybe you can pick up guns and ammo.
I doubt you'd be able to pick up guns.
Not like pick them up, but like get ammo from dropped guns.
Maybe.
So
And
maybe
also
you get
that's still,
you
like-
get ammo drops from like bodies and from weapons.
And that's a very detailed model for an NPC gun as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it now looks like instead of just being like little store-bought boxes, it's like proper
Proper like ammo crates.
ammo boxes, yeah. And you can see another. Oh, right
Cool.
there.
It's cool that they have physics.
When that cop on the left dies, watch this guy.
Mhm.
One
Yeah, he, like,
spawns right
flies
there
backwards.
and just drops.
And he flies backwards too. Like the animation on him
Yeah.
is really cool.
The animation's great, but
He pulled
there,
ragdolls out of the way.
right there's he's gone.
Actually, you
Here's
can
his
see
box.
one frame. Yeah, you can see one frame of him giraffe necking like in Payday 2, but like go back like a couple frames.
Fuck.
Just watch him very carefully. His like spine just like leaves, and
that's
then
how
his like
ragdolls
head
work.
and leg. I know, but his like head
Yeah,
is,
I'm
like,
just saying
stay
that's
there.
not us complaining because that's how ragdolls work.
No. I unironically I love the giraffe necking in Payday 2. Like I find it so funny when you shoot someone and their head just goes through a door.
But
It's so good.
I think it's very interesting, and I think I might be the only person alive who talks about this. That when these dudes all die, you can see them all spawning ammo boxes,
Yeah.
and then the ammo boxes just fall right there.
Yeah.
So ones that are already on the ground are affected by physics, but the physics
But
don't
not
expect. Or
Yeah,
affect
so
those
if you
ones
blow someone up, they don't just like fly away.
with your ammo.
Yeah, unless
So-
you fire 2 rockets or grenades.
So this is the first thing in this trailer. Oh, sorry, you want to watch that last bit full speed?
Oh yeah. Just yeah, like the explosion sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Looks great.
it's so good. Yeah.
So this right here is the one thing in the trailer that made me go, "What are you doing, baby?"
Well. Oh, double barrel shotgun firing multiple shots.
Yeah, those can't shoot 3 shells. Right, 1, 2, 3. So this is like,
Is that a thermite?
I guess it's a thermite cage, and
It
this
looks-
looks like the hallways we saw from like this looks like
from
that.
thing.
So I'd imagine this is burning down into the vault.
I wouldn't be surprised if this entire trailer was filmed on just this heist. so
I
that they-
am convinced it's this one heist.
Yeah.
So we have cops repelling again. Shield can run now.
I am hoping for more cop tactics. I want to like see like actual.
Also, the sprinklers are going off, which I didn't even like.
I'm wondering if that's a scripted that part of the
Look at how
heist
fucked
to
up
like
the wall is.
part of the objective. Yeah, it's so cool.
And on the right.
But or maybe if an explosion goes off, it automatically sets the fire alarm off in whatever building you're in, which would be kind of cool having like dynamic shit like that too.
But I'm gonna I'm gonna gush about the animations a lot, but
Mhm.
just the way the shield runs is super cool to me.
It reminds me like I like Payday 2 a lot, but I think that it does lack in some departments. One being like the cops in Payday 1 are fucking terrifying.
Yes.
Like when you run into a room and there's like 4 cops, you're like, all right, I'm dead. like in Payday 2, you're just like, I will kill all of you and then go for lunch and then come back and you will still be dying. But in like Payday 1, they are like actual like, you know, something to be terrified of just by like their damage, but also their animations. And this trailer brought back like scary Cloaker.
Yeah. So he does the Payday.
he does like wall kick off of the vending machine.
That's the Payday 1 vending or like wall run.
Yeah.
Also, he's got like the Genji arm up, like he's going to stab you as he's jumping.
Yeah. He's got like an Assassin's Creed blade hidden in his
Puddle gate!
uniform.
The
Leaps
water is
up.
making puddles.
Oh hey, look, dynamic puddles.
Puddlegate, Spider-Man,
Oh god.
Insomniac ain't got shit on this.
One thing I am noticing in this just one shot is that flag is extremely low textured. That might just be the engine didn't render it in time.
That's
but-
true. That flag does look a little poopy.
I mean, the Unreal Engine does that thing where it renders shit at like super low quality and then slowly does things up as it goes.
Also, Chains is very shiny. Is Chains wet from the?
Probably. There's probably like a sheen.
Oh, right there. You see that?
Hmm?
He
Shooting
broke.
through the glass.
He broke the glass.
Yeah, okay.
So there's
That's
the
the
thermite hole.
thermite that they use to break into the vault. Okay.
So there's another grenade. I assume
Yeah,
that's a
here's this
flashbang.
segment with all the gun stuff, which I'm.
So
yeah.
so what the
Taylor.
fuck is this?
Is that
An
killing a
EMP
taser
grenade?
set something off, or like
I
maybe
don't
like a
know.
shock grenade?
And
There's
one
the
flashbang.
actual flashbang.
There's the glass again.
Yeah.
Just firefights. So they're sliding into a taser. Yeah,
Ooh,
I guess
he shot the taser and the taser explodes. So the tasers have AOE attacks when they die.
maybe. What
That's
is that on
cool.
the ground?
Or I think did he shoot his battery pack?
Oh, he might have.
Ooh. Do cops have like specific like weak points that also do like effects? Like if you shoot a grenade on a cop, it will explode.
That's
or
worth
something?
thinking about. That's really interesting. I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
that-
that
that-
hits
that-
on his hip. Look.
Yeah, on the battery pack on his hip. Yeah,
Oh,
that's cool.
that's cool
That's
as fuck.
so cool. Look at that.
And I like that you can see the taser effect as well. Like there's the lightning crackling on the side of the screen,
Yeah.
like the screen filter.
Oh, that's sick.
And that tased the taser too. Look.
Well, I think that will also just make the gameplay feel a lot more like different every heist, because it's a situation where it's like if you just don't aim for it, it's not gonna happen. But like occasionally a stray bullet might hit something, and then like
It's like, oh,
crazy
fuck.
shit will start happening. You're like, oh my god.
It's like this is gonna shit. Also,
Ooh, question: if you set that off in the sprinklers, does it Bioshock everyone?
well, it looked like it got like 4 dudes here. Like, look at that.
Yeah.
Also, deposit boxes are back.
Thank God. Please give lockpick skills.
This dude's pretty far and he's getting zapped. So I wonder if it's a taser grenade or if like, I don't know.
Well, the taser's dead. The taser is dead in that shot. So
Yeah.
I think that is another battery pack shot.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering about the range. But also, as we get this third action slide here, sniper laser's back.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Sniper laser again. New down animations. With Hoxton holding his gut.
Mhm.
Also, he's a bag. So there's our confirmation that bags return.
Bags have returned. Honestly, I like Payday 1 a lot. I think that Payday 2 having bags makes it feel so much better when you get loot. It's not just like bag.
Yeah,
and then
here's
the
my
only one.
pile of stuff. It's
Yeah.
Scourge, behold my stuff, and also
Yeah, you
it's
have
more,
you have to still like drop it off the van. So
it
it's like
makes the game feel more unique as well.
Oh.
Also,
I
that
think
car,
I think that's also just the thing with Payday 1 being a very simple game in terms of like design. It's very what it is. It's just you go to the bank, you get the shit, and you leave.
yeah,
But Payday 2 is very much like, all right, we got to get the bags, we got to put them in the van, we got to do the thing, we got to blah blah blah, and you can kind of do multiple things.
yeah.
So it's like I do like I like
Bags
as
good.
far as bag simulator jokes go, I think bags do add like an additional like kind of reward
No, I
thing
think
for you.
bags are a great part of gameplay.
Yeah.
But what's interesting to me about this shot here is Hoxton's not shooting; he's holding his gut. So
That could be the full down animation.
yeah, because in Payday 2, there's the down where you can still shoot, and then there's the down where they just kind of A pose like, oh.
There's probably a down crouch with gun, and then like a full down when you
Yeah.
take a lot of damage.
So here,
Hurtling.
yeah, we're gonna get that in a second. But before that,
Oh,
I need a medic bag.
throwable deployables, which is very nice.
But also, you can see him open it for a split second.
Did he heal himself and then deploy it?
I don't think that. I'm wondering if it shows charge count. Right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Because there's 6 things in there. So I'm wondering if that's 6 little charges.
Maybe they combine the first aid kit in the medic bag or something.
Maybe. But that's a long distance throw.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's Wolf.
Cool.
There's Wolf mantling, like you said. Like sliding over there.
Yeah.
And I missed that the first few times I watched it because I was so focused on Dallas.
Mhm.
But here's the part where I'm going to gush about the animations. Look at how they're moving.
They're booking it.
They're
just-
hauling ass, dude.
So like, that was one worry that I had after Walking Dead. Like Walking Dead was a very slow game. This game looks like Payday 2, but even faster. Like
Yeah.
it feels like, you know, you're going.
Yeah.
Which I'm very happy about. Like that was the one thing I was worried about this game, was it feeling clunky to play. Because Payday 2 is like, when the game functions, it is very smooth.
Yeah. But I just like the animations because people who've watched our content a lot knows that I'm someone that's very big on like action and like choreographing and stuff. And in Payday 2, sprint animations are just gun at waist. But here, these dudes are
like,
booking it. They are like in the
going.
full head tilt sprint.
Yeah.
Like, watching Dallas run with that bag made me go, oh shit, you can run with bags in this game. You can do that in Payday 2, but I forgot.
Only certain bags.
Yeah. But I forgot because it doesn't feel like running.
Yeah.
And that
Well,
combined with watching
if it
this-
is that heist, that means you can run with money bags. It was only drugs in Payday 2. Drugs
So true.
and like a few
paintings
other
and, like-
things. Yeah.
But like the sliding, the way the shields are running, the way the cloakers are running, the way the heisters are running, all of it looks like everyone is moving much more aggressively with more adrenaline and with more purpose, and I think it looks great.
And that mixed with like, if the music in this trailer is indicative of like the heist tracks from the game is just gonna feel like, you know, like you're playing an action movie.
Yes. Also,
Like,
shout out. This isn't in the trailer, but it was confirmed on Twitter after that Gustavo, who's been doing Payday 2 since Border
this is
Crossing,
him?
he's the guy for Payday 3. He announced it today.
Cool.
And I'm super hyped with that. I don't know if he's going to see this video. If you are, hi.
And
Super glad you're back.
He did do the music for the trailer.
Yes, he
specifically?
did the
Okay.
trailer. He did banger after banger. And
Yeah,
this
no,
trailer's
all
no
of his
different.
tracks slap.
But yeah, the just the way everyone moves in this game looks great. They're so fast,
And
so
I
aggressive. I love it. And that's
I think a little detail too that lends itself to kind of like that like action, like in addition to like the music, what we were saying is like with a new engine, you can do a lot more with sound. There's a lot, like since Payday 2 came out, there have been like a lot of like, you know,
here. Let's do some gun sounds real quick because
Yeah.
we've been like
like
that sounds good.
it's the sounds can have a lot more punch, they can have a lot more bass, they can do like a lot more with surround sound and stuff.
Yeah, like you can.
So like there's a lot more options in terms of like what you can do with. Also, yeah, there was a grenade launcher.
There's a
right there,
lot of
so,
things.
Yeah,
We'll
that
get
was a
back to
usable grenade launcher.
But like that right there, was that the M308? That sounds like the M308, but that's my gun. But just like you're saying, the presentation. People are complaining about graphics. I'm here like, look at these running animations. Look at the sound design.
I could care, like genuinely, I could care less about a game looking like not perfect, but playing great, sounding great, like the universe being like cohesive, the characters being cool. Like my personal opinion is graphics is not everything, nor should it be. Like it,
Yeah.
I think that if a game is setting out to like, you know, be like beautiful, like if you're doing something like an open world RPG, you want that game to look really good because you're going to be spending a lot of time just looking at random bullshit as you're going from place to place.
You were saying you don't have to stop and explore and look at the same shit as much in Payday.
Yeah, okay. So like in an open world RPG, you don't have to, you're spending a lot of time just like fucking around in the woods, you know, like Skyrim, for instance. Like you want that game to look good, which is why something like, you know, Skyrim Special Edition exists. You want that game to look the best it is and kind of keep that going as, you know, the game ages. You want to kind of keep updating it. For something like Payday, the graphics are important, don't get me wrong, and the game looks fine. Like I think it looks really good, like this shot especially, with just
The
that
light,
like carnage and the
like,
lighting
you can see
and the shadows.
the
So
variance of
cool.
the lighting right here. Plus, that's a
Yeah.
really nice muzzle flash too.
But like something like Payday does not need, like, you know, the graphic design of, you know, I don't know, like Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
Something like, you know, Hellblade or like Horizon Zero Dawn. Like it doesn't need that. you know, it can just be what it is. And I think that like
I don't care about the fidelity because I look at this trailer.
no, I look at little details. If it's clear that they actually put care into it, I could.
I'm looking at these shootouts and the way these characters are moving, and I'm thinking, I want to play this game, and these characters look sick while I'm playing this game, and that's all I see looking at this.
Yeah, no, exactly, and like that's the thing is like as long as like you know they keep what makes Payday in here, it's like, and it is like
this looks like Payday.
Like this looks like what you envision in your mind when someone describes Payday 2 to you. Yeah, you know.
Until this next bit.
I'm wondering what this is. I am wondering what this is. Is that a heartbeat like
it looks
target
like some
scanner?
kind of like through walls heartbeat target scan, yeah. That's very interesting.
That probably exists in the real world.
It does to some degree, I'm sure.
Like an AI
I don't think they like draw little cartoon silhouettes like that. Actually, that might be a sniper because that pens. There's 3 there, and now there's 1.
Yeah.
Also, the taser wire is now tangible.
Oh, thank God.
So I'm wondering if running between will cut the wire.
Maybe something like that, or like if you cut it, because you can move with it. You can see a little bit of movement here.
Can you?
He starts to move he starts to move a little to the right. See.
I think that's after.
No, that's when the taser dies. You're right. Sorry.
That was a new special.
What? That's a turret, John.
No.
Where are you going?
This dude?
Yeah.
I think that's the new special.
What is he?
Because look right here. There he is, throwing a tear gas.
Okay, so there is just
and he's got a belt full. So that's like the Grenadier tear gas guy that people have been asking for 10 years.
Yeah, there he is. We found him. He was just here the whole time.
So there they
also,
go running.
Wait, go back real quick. Last shot. Those billboards. I'm a sucker for details. Just that, like, the world looks so good, and also this looks like an active escape. Like this map looks huge.
Yeah.
Like if we're following the fact that this is the same heist, which it might not be.
It all looks like the same neighborhood. Like maybe that's just because New York.
If we're following this narrative, this map is huge, and there'll be like active escapes, and it won't be like in
I
2.
think it is.
It's like you gotta just like, you know, loading screen. Oop, the van crashed into a telephone pole and everyone's fucking dead. Like, you actually have to like just run like Hawks and Breakout.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about
that's definitely loud specific.
We are gonna talk about that again in a second, but first of all, check that out. They're stacking up behind shields. There's your tactics.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, I think that's the grenade guy again.
It is. It's he.
And he fucking explodes.
Yep. They have like context sensitive weak spots. That's so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. And that explosion looks really good with all the sparks.
Is that his leg?
What do you mean, just coming off plate a little bit?
At the bottom there? Yeah, that's his leg.
That's his leg. Wait, is that his like arm? What is that flying up there in the top, very top?
We'll get to you in a minute. Also, there's the New York subway.
Yeah, that's an arm. That is an arm flipping through the sky.
So with the fucking cloaker, that's terrifying. He's got like the tactical net over his face.
He's like almost has like a hood.
Yeah. He's got like climbing gear too. I like that detail.
So cool. That is so cool.
Oh shit.
Also, that street sign says Houston, and I think that's very funny.
That is funny.
I mean, that street probably exists in New York, but I think it's very funny that it's specifically in this trailer.
For a split second, you can see the Dallas mask there, which I don't think is visible at like full speed. Like barely.
I saw that.
I missed it until we just slowed down.
Maybe there's like hidden detail. Let's see.
But yeah, I'm wondering, like, I don't know what that did. Oh, is that calling bio, or is that like...
That is summoning the helicopter, I think. I think you actively have to summon the escape.
Or is it like a watchdog?
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Helicopter's black and red like the van.
is that their branding now? It goes back to Payday 1 with the red.
What was the wait a second you were gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say maybe there aren't handlers in this game. Maybe you have to summon the shit, so it's like,
You
all
think
right,
it's just them?
here in 30 seconds, and then just like escape is now active, deploy when ready or something, and then you have to pull your phone out and activate it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe it's something like the host can do it. And
I think it's probably like Watch Dogs too, because we know Almir's talked a lot about this being the digital age, and we saw them hack the security camera and it goes boom.
yeah, I do like integrating like gadgets and shit, because it makes sense that they'd be using like, you know, phones or like
Yeah.
smartwatches or like
No, it's great.
just different kinds of technology. Because it makes sense, because it's like it exists in the real world. Why not use it?
Yeah. All right. Let's continue here. We're almost done. So the piglet returns.
Looks so good too. Look at that with the light.
That's also a great shot of Hoxton just in general.
Yeah, that is a.
There's our van, which has been royally fucked as well.
Yep. God, these maps look so good.
So that dude's fucked. The ballers are up there. So the new bulldozer.
There's the dozer.
Drum shotgun.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he's gonna have the same like tiers as before.
He doesn't sprint anymore.
Yes, he does.
Oh, can you play it in full speed?
It's not this clip. We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
But like in Payday 2, it's neck, metal, glass. It looks like here it's neck, just glass. Like it looks like there's one less tier of dozer.
Okay. Maybe upgraded stuff will have like.
Yeah, here's why I think
What'd be cool
he's
is
easier to kill.
What'd be really interesting is if the Payday 3 dozer has like, you know, that kind of situation going on, but if they ever remaster any heists from 2, they bring back like some of the old designs, but like remaster them a little bit. And
Right.
like the dozer that comes back from there will have the extra shield.
Oh, he's getting stunned here.
Yeah.
So you can stun dozers now. Interesting.
I wonder if you can tase them with a
taser.
a battery pack.
But here we see him actually bulldozing and just shoulder charging
Yeah.
you like a
No,
linebacker.
I was actually gonna say, yeah, I forgot about that shot.
Like that is so sick.
So I'm wondering if that's an insta down or if that's a situation where it's like a Reinhardt charge where he has to push you into something.
I was almost thinking it'd be kind of like the Oryx charge in Rainbow Six Siege where it just knocks you down and you get up. Like, I feel like, I don't know. But that's the trailer. This trailer is 1 minute and 46 seconds and we just talked about it for 55 minutes.
It's so good. It's so good.
So, I don't know if you'll find a more in-depth breakdown of this trailer anywhere. It would be very embarrassing for us if someone does. But thank you all
Someone
for watching.
comes out of the woodwork and starts talking about the lore implications.
Ah, fuck. No link! Thank you all for watching. You better believe as more and more stuff for Payday 3 comes out, and then as the game comes out, we're going to be covering it here and on our Twitch. I don't know why I'm pointing to my left because the Twitch is down. Twitch.tv/RustyChains. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Till then, don't forget to spread that happy and stay rusty. Have a good night, everybody.
See ya.